Welcome back, MQ-9 Reaper. The MQ-9 Reaper, which cost $28 million or about 1.4 billion Philippine pesos, is an unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, that is built in the United States. It is designed primarily for air surveillance, with altitude of up to 50,000 feet, and can stay flying up to 27 hours. Its high-resolution onboard cameras and sensors can see distant targets and would be able to relay detailed critical information to the troops on the ground. The MQ-9 Reaper, sometimes called Predator B, is made by General Atomics of United States. It is an unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, capable of remotely controlled or autonomous flight operations. It is developed by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems primarily for the United States Air Force. The Reaper is the first hunter-killer UAV that is developed for high-altitude surveillance. It can carry ordnance payload like bombs and missiles while loitering the airspace for more than a day, while sending feed and information with its onboard sensor, cameras, and radars, while being controlled on the ground. Since 2011, the U.S. Air Force have been training more pilots for the Advanced Unmanned Aerial Vehicle as compared to fighter planes like the F-16 Falcons. The Reaper is also used by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection and militaries by other nations. The U.S. Air Force has been operating more than 300 MQ-9 Reaper as of May 2021 and is still planning to add more units in the future. Some of the MQ-9 units are retrofitted for the upgrade to its system and sensor to better its performance in high-end combat situations, and all new MQ-9s that will come into service would have those highly sophisticated system and sensors upgraded. The average cost of every unit of MQ-9 is more or less $28 million in 2021, or about 1.4 billion Philippine pesos. The latest value, like the unit being downed by the two Russian Su-27 flanker over the Black Sea earlier this year, is more or less $32 million US, or about 1.6 billion pesos, which is equal to about 1,000 units of Mitsubishi Montero or 1,000 units of Toyota Fortuner. The autonomous flight operations is to program the UAV to fly on a designated direction until it reaches a certain location, and then operate and stay there for more than a day doing surveillance in the air and on the ground, goes back to home base to refuel and for maintenance, and flies again for the next mission. This is mostly the role of the UAV drone when used in Border Patrol and Coast Guard. For high-priority operations, MQ-9 Reaper is also being used as air acid, which can drop gravity-smart bombs or fire Hellfire missiles on enemy target that is designated by ground assets. One example is the taking out of one of the terrorist leader that organized terror attacks to United States and its allies. There is usually ground asset that surveys movement of the target on the ground. And when surrounding areas are clear with probable civilian casualties, signal is then relayed to the drone to initiate the attack, like dropping laser-guided smart bomb with camera sensor on its tip until the target is killed. One of the important reasons for the development of the Reaper is to serve as forward-looking and reconnaissance above, while ground troops below are conducting operations. This way, Ground troops will be informed if there is incoming enemy, improving situational awareness on the battle scene. The United States government is willing to spend on taxpayers' money to protect every valuable U.S. soldiers on the ground. Thus, this drone project is formed. It is expected for the service life of MQ-9 fleet until 2035, and there is no clue up to this time what is next to replace them. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more military tensions news.